Welcome to the Bible Digest Study Series, a chapter-by-chapter journey through the Bible. Hello, I'm your host Noah Bradley. The lessons presented throughout this video lesson series and in our paperback and ebook versions are designed to assist you in your studies of the Bible and in no way meant to replace your reading of the text contained in the Bible. The information contained in our study series is presented in a concise, easy-to-understand format, and we strive throughout each lesson to adhere strictly to the word as presented in the Bible, according to the New King James Version. The study level is focused for age teen through adult and is great for individual study or even small group studies with your church family. Prior to going through each video lesson, we recommend taking the time to read the chapter in the Bible that is associated with the lesson. This will help you to understand the summaries and focus points better. We hope that you enjoy this journey through the Bible. Let's take a look into this lesson on Genesis chapter 3, Cain and Abel, Worship, Sin, and Consequence. Genesis 4 begins the post-Eden narrative by introducing Adam and Eve's first children, Cain and Abel. Cain is a farmer, and Abel a shepherd. Both bring offerings to God, Cain from the fruit of the ground, and Abel from the firstborn of his flock. God respects Abel's offering, but not Cain's. Though the text does not fully explain why, later scriptures suggest that Abel's offering was given in faith and with a right heart. Hebrews 11 verse 4. Cain becomes angry and jealous. God warns him, saying, "Sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it." This warning shows that God saw Cain's heart and gave him a chance to do what was right. However, Cain ignores God's counsel and invites Abel into the field, where he murders him. God confronts Cain, much like he did Adam and Eve in chapter 3. When asked where his brother is, Cain responds defiantly, "Am I my brother's keeper?" God then declares Cain cursed from the earth and destined to wander. Yet, even in judgment, God shows mercy by placing a mark on Cain to protect him from vengeance. The chapter continues with Cain settling in the land of Nod and building a city. His descendants begin to develop various skills, livestock, music, metalwork, but violence also increases. Lamech, a descendant of Cain, boasts about killing a man and declares vengeance far worse than Cain's, showing how sin spreads and intensifies over generations. The chapter concludes with the birth of Seth, another son to Adam and Eve, given to them as a godly seed to continue the promise. Seth's line is distinct, and through him, men began to call on the name of the Lord. This shows the beginning of organized worship and faith after the fall. Here are a few key takeaway verses from chapter 3. Genesis 4 verse 7, "Sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it." A clear call to resist sin and take responsibility for our actions. Genesis 4 verse 9, "Am I my brother's keeper?" A rhetorical question that echoes through history, challenging us about our responsibility for others. Genesis 4 verse 26, "Then men began to call on the name of the Lord." A turning point where public worship and seeking God began again. Here are some discussion and reflection questions for thought. You may want to pause the video after the questions for some extra time. Why did God accept Abel's offering and not Cain's? What does this teach us about worship and the heart? How does Cain respond to God's warning? What does this reveal about his heart? In what ways does God show both justice and mercy to Cain? How does the story of Cain and Abel reflect the spread and seriousness of sin? What does it mean to call on the name of the Lord, and how can we do that today? Genesis 4 teaches that sin is not just a personal problem, it has relational and generational consequences. Cain's jealousy led to murder, and his defiance showed a heart hardened against God's voice. Yet even here, God's mercy is present. He warns, he confronts, and he protects. This chapter also shows the beginning of true worship through the line of Seth, reminding us that there is always a faithful remnant seeking God. This passage challenges us to examine our motives in worship and relationships. Are we approaching God with humility and sincerity? Are we taking his warnings seriously and resisting sin? Are we looking out for our brother and living in community with love and accountability? God's desire is that we overcome sin and live lives marked by worship and righteousness. Lord, help us to worship you with a pure heart and to love others as you have loved us. Keep us from jealousy, pride, and bitterness. When sin tempts us, give us strength to resist and walk in your ways. Teach us to call on your name daily and live in faithful relationship with you. Amen. Now it's time to test yourself and see what you learned from our study of Chapter 4. You will be given a set of 10 multiple choice questions. Each question will be read, and then you will be given 5 seconds to decide on your answer. At the end of the quiz, be sure to share your score in the comments section. Ready? Here we go. Who were the first two sons of Adam and Eve? A. Cain and Abel. B. Seth and Enosh. C. Isaac and Ishmael. D. Jacob and Esau. The answer is A. Cain and Abel. What was Abel's occupation? A. Farmer of the ground. B. Keeper of sheep. C. Builder of cities. D. Hunter. The answer is B. Keeper of the sheep. What was Cain's occupation? A. Shepherd. B. Farmer of the ground. C. Fisherman. D. Hunter. The answer is B. Farmer of the ground. Why was Cain angry with God? A. His offering was not respected. B. He lost his land. C. He was expelled from Eden. D. His brother mocked him. The answer is A. His offering was not respected. What warning did God give Cain before he sinned? A. Sin lies at the door. B. You will surely die. C. Beware the serpent. D. Do not eat the fruit. The answer is A. Sin lies at the door. What did Cain do to Abel? A. Sold him into slavery. B. Hid from him. C. Killed him. D. Banished him. The answer is C. Killed him. What was Cain's punishment? A. Exile and being a fugitive. B. Loss of speech. C. Bound to work as a servant. D. Drowning in a flood. The answer is A. Exile and being a fugitive. What did God place on Cain to protect him? A. A sword. B. A mark. C. A wall. D. An angel. The answer is B. A mark. Who was Cain's son mentioned by name? A. Seth. B. Enoch. C. Noah. D. Lamech. The answer is B. Enoch. Who was born to Adam and Eve after Abel's death? A. Seth. B. Methuselah. C. Shem. D. Laban. The answer is A. Seth. That's it. We are all done with this lesson. Now, how well did you do? Tell us your score in the comments section below. We hope that you have enjoyed your study with us. Be sure to check out all of the videos in this study series. And please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, click the like button and click on the bell to receive notification when we post new lessons online. And if you would like to purchase our books in the Bible Digest Study Series, they are available in paperback and ebook format on Amazon or through the KM online store at www.canakm.com. Having a book in hand is a great way to follow along and to have for review in case you can't join us online. To purchase the book that accompanies this study lesson from the Amazon store, scan the QR code below or enter the link below in your browser, or simply browse for the title of the book in the Amazon search field at amazon.com.